What is up YouTube? James Baek here. Welcome back to another episode of VGC 2018 Baek Battles. Today, we're using the Mega Aerodactyl team once again with Mega Aerodactyl, Xurkitree, Porygon-Z, Gastrodon, Tapu Lele, and Incineroar. Let's get started and play some games. Mega Aerodactyl hasn't really done too much. I mean, it's been brought to the battles, but really just hasn't done much for us in general. So I'm hoping that really changes, because I would like to showcase Mega Aerodactyl a bit more. I mean, we do bring it. It just happens that it just doesn't get its opportunity to shine with how defensive I can play this team. As we got Dawn 1603 rating from Japan. Ooh, interesting. Lele Drifblim with Landorus Variant, Charizard, Cortana, and Scrafty. Very offensive team. And yeah, Tapu Lele Drifblim was a combination back in VGC 2017 with the Psychic Seed. You get the Unburden boost, you get Tailwind, you get Will-O-Wisp, you get like Disable, you get quite a few options, and it can hit decently hard with a Shadow Ball or Acrobatics. So yeah, this is Tailwind offense, it looks like. My opponent's team is really offensive here. Gotta figure out what I exactly like here in this matchup. Gonna be tough. Gastrodon's not a Pokemon I'm bringing here for sure. Xurkitree could be a Pokemon I bring here, but the Charizard plus Landorus is kind of irking me away from it. I'm not sure if I think I need to bring Bulu. Yeah. I think Aerodactyl is not a bad lead here. Yeah, I think I like Aerodactyl as a lead with Porygon-Z. I have Tapu Lele and Incineroar in the back. Man, I'm really tempted to bring Xurkitree here, but I don't feel like it's the... I feel like I need all these Pokemon for the defensive options, and I do like Porygon-Z in this matchup more than Xurkitree, because if it's Timid Charizard or Modest Charizard with max speed, it's really difficult to handle, and it's really hard, it hits really hard offensively. So pretty sure Lele Drifblim will be the lead. Tailwind offense is really good against my team in general. But Aerodactyl Porygon-Z. I think it's going to be a mind game turn one. We're going to see the Drifblim Lele combination. No surprise there. Now it comes down to a few factors. One, I could see two different plays. One, a Tailwind Protect here, or a Tailwind Attack here. So what I'm thinking of going for is I have two options. One, I could go for Tailwind, match my opponent's Tailwind if I expect Lele to protect, or if I expect Lele to go on the offense. I think I could go for Sky Drop, Z Convert, and then get the Shadow Ball confirm into Lele, which both sound really solid here right now. And I think I do like that Sky Drop into Z Conversion, because my opponent should know I do have that option to Tailwind. And even if it doesn't work out, I always have a backup plan with my Bulu resetting the terrain. So I think it's I have better options if I just go for the Sky Drop instead of matching Tailwind. And I can always go for Tailwind later in the game if I really need to. So let's see what my opponent's going to go for here. We'll get out my Aerodactyl here. I hope Porygon-Z doesn't get 2-hit knockout by Drifblim Shadow Ball. I really doubt it. Willow is going to come out. Huh. I'll take that. Burned Aerodactyl should still do a lot to Charizard anyway, so I am okay with that. So my opponent not going for Tailwind immediately, maybe thinking you could set up Tailwind later in the game? I could definitely see that. Or maybe thought it was pointless to set up Tailwind if we're matching Tailwinds. So you could go for Tailwind now, you could go for Shadow Ball. I just don't know if Shadow Ball knocks out Porygon-Z. But right here I get a pretty free KO onto Lele, and that thing is an offensive threat. Like a really big offensive threat, and I will happily get rid of Lele. For sure. I will happily get rid of Lele. So Shadow Ball gonna come out. It's a 2 KO. Sky Drop gonna come out. Shadow Ball will come out into the Lele slots and knock out the Lele. So not the worst situation, but yeah, I didn't think Shadow Ball would be a 2 KO. I was hoping it would be like 45%. Let's see here what's coming out though. Landorus potentially. Not sure Cortana. Landers. Alright, I think I can play okay against Landers. I don't believe this would be a Scarf Landers, but what I could do here, I have two different options. One, I'm really thinking my opponent might expect the... I could see my opponent expecting Tailwind from my side of the field. So I could go for the offense with Porygon-Z, expecting Porygon-Z to protect and Aerodactyl going for a Tailwind here. So I'm thinking maybe just going for a Tailwind with my Aerodactyl might be the best play here. And going for Ice Beam. Because of the fact, if you go for Shadow Ball, knock out Porygon-Z, then I get a free switch in. But the problem is Rock Slide, huh? But I think I do want to go offense because if my opponent gets Tailwind up and I protect Tailwind, that's pretty bad for me. So I'll go for the Ice Beam here. Into Landers, yeah. Yes, okay, perfect. So my opponent does go for Tailwind. I could Sky Drop too, but the point is I'm pretty sure my opponent has Charizard in the back anyway. So I don't think it's really that worth it. Drifblim can't really... Oh, it's Scarf. It should knock me out. Yeah, it doesn't. Oh, beautiful Porygon-Z. I didn't think it'd be Scarf, but Scarf special. I knock out the Landers. Great. Great, great, great. That's amazing for me. Oh, that's so good for me. Alright, so I got Tailwind up. Charizard should be the last Pokemon. I'm guessing it's Charizard Y under Tailwind offense. Charizard X would be a bit strange. So here comes the Charizard. And the fact that now I can go for a Rock Slide plus Shadow Ball pretty freely into the Drifblim slot. Yeah, because even if it didn't work out for me, I got Tailwind up and then I could go out into like Bulu or Incineroar and threaten some heavy damage. So that's the main reason why I went for the Tailwind play and the offense play. So, it is Charizard X though. Oh, that makes this game really interesting then. Maybe I should Sky Drop. Actually, I should Sky Drop Drifblim and Protect. Oh, I messed up in the end game. If I was Charizard Y, so I thought I could just freely Rock Slide here. Oh, that's not good. You can land Rock Slide though. It's -1 plus burn, but it should still. Yeah, that's not good. That's not good damage at all. Dragonite's gonna come out. Okay. Not the best situation. I also don't know what this Drifblim's last move is. Tailwind, Shadow Ball, Will-O-Wisp. It could be Destiny Bomb potentially. We'll get Incineroar in. I mean, Aerodactyl should still be faster than Charizard, I would imagine. Well, let's see. If it's Adamant, because Dragonite's usually run Adamant. What would it be? Around 150. It might be fast. Actually, it's probably faster than my Aerodactyl. That's a little bit of a miscalculation. I don't know if you have to target down Aerodactyl, but you can't beat down my Incineroar right away. So I'm going to go for Knockoff and Protect here. I don't know if Knockoff can knock out the Drifblim. However, it probably just goes for Shadow Ball or a Destiny Bond here. Yeah, Destiny Bonds. So I don't think Knockoff should knock out Drifblim, but if it does, I'm in pretty bad shape. Ooh, you go for Dragonite's again, too. Alright, really comes down to do you knock me out, I think. Oh, Incineroar, why are you too good? I thought Knockoff would put it, like, at the red. That's not good. But I definitely messed up in the end game. For sure. Actually, did I? No, I think the Shadow Ball Dragon Dance was actually really smart because Sky Drop wouldn't have mattered too much. Yeah. Because even if I Sky Drop the Drifblim Protect there, if you Dragon Dance, you're faster than my Porygon-Z, and then you threaten it the following turn. So there was absolutely no point of me going for that. I messed up. I think the play with Porygon-Z was right. I think I had to get Incineroar in, and I think I should have just went for Rock Slide plus a low kick into Charizard. I shouldn't have worried about the Thunder Punch. Yeah. I should have left the Drifblim alone too, because it really wasn't doing much damage. I just wanted to focus on the Charizard. Ah, that sucks. Even if you play really well in this game, it can still not go great if your opponent has great tools. Thunder Punch gonna come out. Knock out the Aerodactyl. Go for a Wood Hammer, but this is gonna do nothing. Probably 15? Yeah. Unless his Charizard for some reason doesn't have a fire type move. That's the only way I can see winning. But this Charizard should definitely have a fire type move. Maybe Bulu wasn't the right play. I guess I didn't expect to get rid of Lele as quick as I did. Then again, what would have really helped? Xurkitree wouldn't really help, and was my last Pokemon? I guess Gastron could have been well here, but I didn't expect it to be Charizard X, if anything. Yeah, I really didn't expect it to be Charizard X. Flare Blitz gonna come out, and that's gonna be good game. So Charizard X really coming in clutch for my opponent. I think I did make most of the plays, except the one misplay I really made. Because I think, actually, yeah, I think I should Sky. No, I actually really don't like the Sky Draw play if it's Charizard X. I think the best play, yeah, I think that was fine overall anyway. I think the play I just messed up was, again, that's knockoff into Drifblim. If I went for a knockoff or a low kick into the Charizard, maybe it could have helped. The damage output would have been better if I weakened the Charizard, because Thunder Punch, Dragon Dance, Flare Blitz probably protects. You probably don't have Roost. I just weaken it to the point where I can handle it. And maybe I should have went for a Rock Slide again with Aerodactyl, but maybe my opponent was like, I might need 2 in order to outspeed Aerodactyl. And of course, my opponent could also withdraw the Incineroar. So I do respect it. As we got Mike here for the United States, 1637. Ah, okay, Como. Depends on what kind of Como set this is. This is interesting. I think, is Porygon-Z faster than Bulu? I think it is. Yeah, I made this Porygon-Z faster than Scarf Bulu by 1 point, so that helps. Bulu's not good in this matchup. The Pokemon that are good in this matchup are Aerodactyl for sure. Porygon-Z, Xurkitree, and Incineroar. The problems are if the Gengar has Icy Wind, because I think Gengar having Icy Wind would actually be pretty good in this matchup for my opponent. So, yeah, I'm also not sure if Incineroar is actually too helpful, because normally Incineroar looks like a great Pokemon to have in this matchup, but I don't know about this. We'll see. We'll see. So, my opponent, let's see what you're going to lead. Aerodactyl plus Porygon-Z on the field as Incineroar Como coming out. Okay. So, Intimidate's going to go off. Yeah. I mean, my Porygon-Z is also faster than Como, which is nice. Huh. How do I want to play the rest of this? So I could Sky Drop here. Go for Z conversion. You're probably going to fake out Porygon-Z. I could also save Porygon-Z by going out into Xurkitree and Sky Dropping, but I'm going to try to set up here with Sky Drop and Z conversion. Because I don't want to give my opponent the option to fake out the Aerodactyl here. Like, I'm thinking, like, if I Sky Drop the Como, expecting to fake out into the Porygon-Z, I go hard Xurkitree. Then I can Sky Drop the Como, and then Sky Dropping a Gleam might get it. So, we'll see here. Fake out going to come out into the Aerodactyl, so that actually works out. That works out. So, I'll get my Z conversion off, which is really good here. The problem is I'm going to take a lot of damage right here. I shouldn't get knocked out with either one of my Pokemon. I'm not sure if Aerodactyl can survive, but we'll see. There comes the Soul Blaze. And here comes the animation cut, so we'll be right back. Alright, so Como got its speed buffs. Didn't actually do as much to Porygon-Z as I expected. I think the best play is the Tailwind right here, actually. And protect Porygon-Z. I think I want to get Tailwind up with my Aerodactyl. I should be faster than Como unless it's a timid Como. Yeah, and you might protect here. So that works out for me amazingly. I think my opponent expected the Sky Drop and is going to try to knock out either the Porygon-Z this turn or target down my Aerodactyl, which is fine too. Knockoff going to go into Porygon-Z, which is fine. Now it makes things interesting. I was hoping I could sack Aerodactyl here, but it looks like that's not going to be the case. I could go for Sky Drop, which is going to do an okay amount. I could go for Rock Slide, Ice Beam, weaken the Como, so my Xurkitree can have some fun. I think Xurkitree could win this game, though. So I think maybe I just want to weaken my opponent's team right here, actually. So I'm going to go for Ice Beam and Rock Slide. I do connect with both, which is important damage I do need on the Incineroar. And I'll get an Ice Beam off into Como, and hopefully a double knockout happens so I can get my Incineroar plus my Xurkitree and force a Mind Game of do I Tail Glow or not. Good damage on this Como, as Clang Scale is going to come out. That should definitely knock out my Aerodactyl. Doesn't knock out my Porygon-Z though. Knockoff going to come out, perfect. Okay, that's not too bad. Because now I can go Xurkitree plus my Incineroar, and the question is, what are you going to do? Because I can get a Tail Glow off right here, potentially. So I'm not sure if you're going to protect her Como or not. I could fake out Como and go for Tail Glow, yet I'm worried about my matchup with the Pokemon in the back. But I could see Incineroar switching out too, so now I got like a bunch of mind games that I have to play. I think Tail Glow might be the best option. Fake out Como and Tail Glow? I don't like that play if my opponent goes for the offense with Como and then just protects the following turn, because I would be put in a pretty bad spot. I'm going to fake out Incineroar and Gleam. Its Incineroar is going to retreat, so I kind of knocked off that slot. I do regret that. Clefairy going to come in, okay. And nice, Como goes on the offense, so I do get a Beast Boost here, which is great. The question is the Gengar set now, I think. The Gengar could either go for... It depends on the Gengar and the Clefairy set. You get the Beast Boost. Gengar comes out. You perish. I think that's the main question. Because if you Perish Song, you could go for Perish, but with Xurkitree, I feel like you'd be Icy Wind on this team. I'm gonna try to knock. I think Icy Wind is more likely here, so I'm gonna go for knockoff here because Clefairy is probably gonna follow me, and I assume a Sludge Bomb comes out in the Xurkitree. It comes down to like me reading a bunch of things. It could also be Helping Hand from Clefairy as well, which I could definitely see. I get the Protect off. Gengar protects. What does Clefairy go for? Is this just a double to stall out my Tailwind? Yeah, it's just a double to stall out my Tailwind. Okay. Which I respect, yeah. So I'm not going to be able to knock out the Clefairy. Sludge Bomb's probably going to be a 2 KO on Xurkitree too. Ah, that's not good. I wish I Tail Glowed then. I really wish I Tail Glowed then. There's honestly no point. I'm just gonna keep attacking. Oh, you go for the Helping Hand. Wait, this could be decent for me. Wait, why did I Flare Blitz Thunderbolt? Oh no, it just knocks out Xurkitree. Okay. That was also another thing. Flare Blitz gonna come out. Yeah, and that's gonna be a good game. I can't break through this. I can't win with just my own Incineroar. If there's a Clefairy too, and Gengar just gets one Sludge Bomb guaranteed off. So good game to my opponent. Let's see. I guess no. Even if I Tail Glow that turn, I guess it didn't matter. I was really hoping I could live by helping against Sludge Bomb at that point. Was there a way out? What were the mistakes? Maybe I should have led Xurkitree that turn, but the problem is if I lead Xurkitree that turn, it kind of makes things a little bit awkward. Yeah, it makes things awkward because Soul Blaze is like a very safe play for my opponent. I'm not too sure what I could have done. Like, I'm trying to figure it out, but every single out, it literally comes down to awkward speed tiering because of my Aerodactyl being faster than a Como even after Soul Blaze. So I can't like Sky Drop Gleam without taking 2 hits from my Xurkitree. So maybe I could tail. Maybe I should let Aerodactyl Xurkitree attempt to Tail Glow and Tailwind. Then I could Sky Drop, and Soul Blaze might activate my Berry, and then I could get like a +3 Gleam of. Maybe that's what I could have done. I think that might have been better. Yeah, I think that was probably my only out. I don't think Porygon-Z was too effective. Alright, but we got Bart as our last opponent with the Rotom Wash, Metagross, Landorus Fairy, Togekiss, Aegislash, and Tapu Lele. So, Rotom Wash is a little bit scary. I do like my I like my Porygon-Z here, but Lele, Metagross, and Aegislash is going to be a tough one, especially with Redirection. I think I gotta go to... yeah, I think I gotta go Aerodactyl, Porygon-Z, Bulu, and Incineroar. I could see Gastrodon potentially being brought up, but I think you bring Lele and Metagross, which makes a matchup a bit awkward. So let's see how this is gonna go. Hopefully we can get a win. I don't want to really go 0-3 in today's episode, so let's see. If I want to win this, it might also come down to what kind of Rotom set that is. If it has Electro Web, it could make this thing interesting. Or Light Screen. Aegislash Landorus will lead. It's the Aerodactyl Porygon-Z. I'm not a huge fan of my position right now. I don't think it's too bad, but I don't like it as much. I think the play is to go Incineroar here on a potential Rock Slide or something, and then I could just protect. Where would your Z move be? Probably Lele. Because the thing is, I just don't want Aegislash to get a substitute up. So actually, you know what? I'm going to risk the damage here, I think. I'm going to Z conversion. And Sky Drop to Aegislash. Because I'm thinking like I could go Incineroar here, but that only works if Aegislash goes on the offense. Because if it goes for like a substitute, I'm in a lot of trouble. Wide guard. So wide guard. Okay, that's fine. So wide guard probably means it doesn't carry substitute on this variant, because I would assume you have the others. And I'm faster than Landorus too. Oh, that's great. I didn't expect that one. Okay, that really works out. So Z conversion. How much does Earthquake do? I'm hoping it's under 50%. If it's over, we might, or just about 50, that could be troublesome. Okay, nice, nice. I can go for Shadow Ball, double up in the Aegislash. Yeah, this works out. So I can get rid of Aegislash, which is a huge problem to my Bulu, which is nice. I can threaten the landers the following turn with Ice Beam. I got quite a few options. Here comes the Shadow Ball. Knock out the Aegislash. Good. I just hope you're not the Z-move landers. No, you just go for knockoff, and I should survive that. Yeah, okay, nice. So that works out. That works out amazingly for me, as let's see what my opponent's next Pokemon's going to be. It's going to be that Tapu Lele coming out. So I don't know what this Tapu Lele set is. Could be Scarf potentially, for all I know. That's all I know. It could be potentially Scarf. So I think the safe play is actually the Tailwind. And Protect. I just don't want to screw myself over because of a Scarf Lele. I'd rather Tailwind here. I can also scout for Protect from Lele potentially, because a Protect could come out. Nice. Great. Tailwind goes up. Earthquake comes out. Oh, no Rock Slide. Well, I guess you don't want to miss, which is fair. Let's see. I could Sky Drop the Landorus or I could Sky Drop the Lele. I think both are potential plays. I think I'd rather go for Sky Drop into the Landorus here and go for a Shadow Ball into Lele. Or I could... I could also just Sky Drop the Lele. You know what? I actually like... but if it's Focus Sash Landorus for some reason... Now I'm gonna go for Shadow Ball. Even if you go for the double Lele, I think it's okay here. As Lele's gonna retreat, actually. Who's coming out? Oh, give me that Metagross. Give me that Metagross. You thought I was gonna Sky Drop the Lele. Okay, perfect. But if I went... Actually, it didn't matter, because if I Sky Dropped the Lele, I just Ice Beam the Lander. So it really didn't matter at that point. Get rid of the Metagross there. Nice. Alright. Great. We get rid of the Metagross. Porygon-Z's in a fantastic position. The Tapu Lele comes in. I can easily just go for Ice Beam into the Lander slot, because I'm not risking Shadow Balling into the Lele slot. I'm pretty sure you're just going to go on the offense, so I really kind of want Shadow Ball, but I don't think it's necessary here at this point. I'm pretty sure I win with the combination of Bulu plus my Incineroar at this point. So Landorus goes down to the Ice Beam. Lele didn't Protect, which is a smart call. And, ooh, we even get to see the Z-move. It's going to be the Shadow Psyche going to come out. So it was Z-move on the Lele, which is to be expected. So is this going out into Porygon-Z potentially? Expecting a Protect here? No, covers the Aerodactyl. Okay, that's 100% lose for my opponent then. So Aerodactyl getting to put in some work in this game. Alright, Aerodactyl goes down. Yeah, we can bring in Bulu, get a little bit of grassy terrain, but it doesn't really matter at this point because I do win with my Porygon-Z, as I said before. Woodhammer, Shadow Ball will finish off Lele. Shadow Ball should just finish off Lele by itself. And yeah, that's going to be a good game. I don't see a way Lele can come out. You can Protect, you can stall out Tailwind, but it really doesn't matter at this point. Actually, I should have there's no point of revealing Sword Stance. There really isn't at this point. Woodhammer. Woodhammer, Shadow Ball will finish out the Lele. And that would be a good game. So, I just didn't want the worst case scenario being Aegislash going on the offense against Porygon-Z. So getting Skydrop 1 trapped the Aegislash 2, I was pretty confident I could maybe live Landorus attacks. But I guess if the Landorus was faster than my Porygon-Z, we could have had some issues. So it was actually a slower Landorus. It would have made the game interesting to see if it was a faster Landorus, because that could have given me a lot of trouble. I just really wanted to get rid of that Aegislash because I really didn't want Aegislash behind the sub. But it looked like my other play could have worked too. If I got in Incineroar, I could go for the Fake Out, or I could go for Flare Blitz, depending on the situation. So it looked like the Aegislash didn't have sub, but I didn't know if it would be sub, wide guard, and I didn't really roll on the risk that. I'd rather get rid of Aegislash, prevent it from getting sub, because that thing could have been a massive threat to the rest of my team. So that was my thought process. Still could have been bad if it was faster Landorus. If it was faster Landorus, I probably would have had to adjust a little bit. but that's gonna be it. I think I would have probably had to Skydrop Skydrop protect the following turn. Aegislash comes out. If it knocks out Aerodactyl, that's okay. I think I have to bring in my Bulu, get grassy terrain up, and get into Sonoran after that. So there were a few things that could have gone wrong, but I think I did make the plays that I needed to for this one. And I do think the other games, there were a lot to take note at, and I think I could have definitely changed up my strategy based on those plays, especially that misplay on the Charizard X in game 1, targeting down the Drifblim. But yeah, we're going to go 1-2 in today's episode. Hope everyone enjoyed today's episode, though, of VGC 2018 Back to Battles. If you did, please leave a like down below. Shows your support, as well as you can check out the rest of my stuff down below in the description, such as my social medias, the side series on the channel. All that good stuff will be linked in the description, as well as the Ultra Callus Classic, which is currently going on. And, of course, if you want to try out this team, there's a pay spin down below. And, yeah, feel free to leave a comment, as I do read them. Otherwise, that's pretty much it. Have a great day, people, and until we battle again, I'll catch you all later.